Hello and greetings to all GED 616 classmates. Today we'll be covering 3 quick descriptions and examples of anchored instruction, concept attainment, and concept development. Anchored instruction helps students to become more actively engaged by learning by anchoring instruction around an interesting topic. The learning environment is set to help students develop effective thinking skills that contribute to effective problem solving and critical thinking. All lessons should be centered around what is known as an anchor. This anchor is typically a problem-solving scenario or a case study. So let's take a look at an example of an anchored instruction. This story may revolve around a mystery to be solved, which includes the use of a mathematical equation. So you might want to try this one at home. Ask your kids, how long will it take to bake a dozen cookies if it takes 30 minutes to create 6 cookies? Well, we all know the answer to that is very simple. It takes an hour to make them, but only 5 minutes to eat them. Concept attainment. In this, we present examples in 2 columns. Start with the yes for example and follow with the no example. Ask students for yes examples to verify they're getting the concept. Once the students have the concept, ask for attributes that describe it. Then come up with a name for it. Here's an example or a simple example of concept attainment. You could start by listing New York under the yes column, sofa under no, and then maybe for hypotheses, cities. So they're starting to develop a little bit of a concept. Ask them to provide something under the yes column. You could come up with Ohio, and then under the no column, home, and the hypotheses could be cities over 1 million people or states in the United States. Then maybe list Melissa under the yes column. Now that's a little bit different. So that might lead to an hypothesis of words that are capitalized. Concept development. A concept development lesson has 5 steps. Each one of the 5 steps builds on the one before, adding a new level of complexity to each one. Together, the steps create a natural stairway from facts to generalization, or a generalized statement. Here's an easy description or example of concept development. Start out maybe with a possible scenario of a jungle. Ask people to list every possible thing that they would think of or see in a jungle. Lions, tigers, elephants, bears. So put all that down, brainstorm, and then come up with possible groups like that you could put them under. And then after that, you want to take a look at subsuming and put those in a different category. And then kind of tie them together, like things that come from the jungle from column 2, things that come from the forest from column 2. You can see the general description there. And then in step 4, you're going to look at possible groupings you haven't thought of before. And you can see there it's carnivore, herbivore, omnivore. So the possible generalization you could come to from that is an animal that is an herbivore might prefer a habitat that's full of trees or maybe even a mountain. Thank you for listening to this brief description of anchored instruction, concept attainment, and concept development, and have a great day. Thanks.